We are here with a custom mod pack. I got so NecoCraft is a custom mod pack made by Neko Darius, and it inspired me working on season 2. Getting season 2 started inspired me to make my own mod pack for multiple reasons. One, I want to make my own mod pack that has some mods that they're not the coolest mods, but I like them. But also, I want to learn how to make mod packs so that when Neko or any of my other friends is working on a mod pack, I can help them. I can help make their mod pack. And so, I am starting small. This mod pack only has like 20 mods on it currently. Of course, a couple of make life easy mods, a couple of magic mods, create, mechanism. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the next couple, we're going to play the game, and as we play, I'm going to add more mods, and when things start having issues, I'm going to figure out how to fix those issues and keep on going to eventually hopefully have a like 300 to 400 mod pack. But for now, we're starting small with 20. And I don't have a name for this custom mod pack either yet. That would be something that maybe we should have like a drawing, or I don't know. Gotta figure it out. Are you sick?
98.9.
No, you're not sick. You're just hot. Okay.
Really bad.
And well, your daughter's been doing laundry all day. Okay, so did we start in a tree? We started in a tree. Okay. And there's... Oh dear. Ow. There's still a couple of... There's still a couple of mods I want to add. I can already tell there's a couple of mods I want to add. Oh, wait. The top of this was a... Oh, excuse me. Hey! Gobi! How you doing, man? You are just in time for the very first episode of my own personal custom mod pack that is not very big yet. And in time, it will be getting bigger. We found a cherry. Okay. I like, even though they're pink, I do like the look of cherry trees. Oh, nice. Gotta love summer vacation. I can't wait till summer vacation. I am impatiently waiting for that. Ooh, we already got some Roots Classic stuff. Well, like I said, my merch isn't going anywhere. You can take all the time you need, and however long your mom wants to wait. Maybe she'll get it for your birthday. Honestly, one thing I need to do is convince my wife to let me purchase my own, purchase it myself, partially just so I can see how good it looks. That's one of the things. I have absolutely no clue how good it looks. And did we seriously just get into what I... Oh, and there's a village down there, too. Oh, we might actually be having some decent spawning area here. Or some decent area here. Let's see. We'll see.
And we'll see.
Yeah, I am excited. I particularly love birthdays. Birthdays are my favorite. Now, how lucky did we get in this village? And you know, I think my wife just farted and then left. Oh, we might actually... I don't remember all the things we need for roots. Oh my goodness, though. Yeah, I think my wife farted and then left. I will gladly take a yellow bed, though. My favorite color. Okay. Looks like one thing I should probably see is about potentially finding a storage mod, something that makes where like you can, you know, click a button and organize your storage. So I should probably look into that. And do I have... And of course, I did get waystones. Oh, nice! I have so many people watching right now. I am extremely... Hello. I am extremely excited having so many people watching. Yeah, and we are doing really good on the subscriber count. If, you know, as everyone probably remembers, I made the deal. If we hit 1,000 subscribers by August 23rd, I will do a face reveal on top of a speed run on... Yo, Aunt Mage! On top of having a speed run, the, speed run all the modiums. All the mods. And so... we are currently, like, on track to succeed at that, too, by the way, guys. Like, I was looking at, like, I did the math, and we are doing amazing. Now, what do we have over here? A giant mountain that I really don't want to deal with. So we're not going in there. Okay. And... so, right now, I am just gathering things. Okay. But yeah, I am excited to be working on making my own custom mod pack. I have very little knowledge of how to make mod packs, so this is going to be a difficult but fun learning time. And I mean, I could have done what Neko did, which was paid a guy to at least get the whole thing started. And then afterwards, we have a friend helping us. Bye. Remember to always do what your parents say. And if your mom asked, I'm the one that confirms that you should go to bed. It probably helps that I'm a parent, too. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. This is dealing with stuff in the roots. I can't wait to get more into this. So, the roots mod, for those who don't know what it is a magic mod that is very nature-based in growing things. And it's one of the very first mods I ever did. The roots and the blood magic mods are like the first mods I've ever did. And so I greatly like them. And was like, I want to make a mod pack that has to deal with this. Now, the most difficult thing for me, as always, though, is trying to figure out where do I want to set up house. Okay, let me see here. And then we also have the create mod is in this with mechanisms. And what else did I put in? I put AE2 in here for a storage system. And I should put Powa in here since I'm gonna want some good power systems. And oh good, I got some old root, which is for roots. I'm wanting to be close to woods to make things a little easier. Okay. And we are finding a bunch of... Oh, there are a couple of bees nests over here. 4? 1, 2, 3, 4? Goodness me, and they're like in a line. Let's look at let's check this out. Okay. So 1 there, 2, 3, and then there's a 4th one. A line of 4 bees nests has like... Oh, and there's a 5th one? 5 bees nests right next to each other? Have you guys ever seen that? 5 bees nests right next to each other? There aren't bees nests supposed to be like rare or something? Is there going to be more bees nests? Oh, I'm in a flower forest, so that might have increased the spawning of it. And I'm not, like, this mod pack is not super crazy modded. But honestly, I'm liking this area, and I'm okay with the fact that we have some bees nests nearby. Wait a minute, that tells me there's more bees nests. Are you kidding me? 2 more right next to each other. What does that make? 7? 7 bees nests right next to each other. And I think I see a cave up here, which we could turn into our home. Oh, and there's more bees nests up here. 8. Okay, anything else? 9, 10. Holy Hannah. We found over 10. Plus, if you look at the map, there's right here is the a meteorite that we need. So, and there's another one over there. So honestly, if we go turn this cave, where'd the cave go? Let's turn this cave into our home. Okay. Oh, and look at this. Look at this cave. Dead end there, but another exit up here. And it's like nice and round, and we could put our bed back here. This is a... We've got lucky. Okay, so we're in a good spot. Okay, so right now what I need is we need to pull out the torches and light this up a little bit. Alright. And now let's go ahead and get started with smelting. Get some more coal going. And we have the waystones, so let's go home. There we go. We have started. We have officially started. And in a great setup, too. Like, this is not the type of setup you'd expect. So, this is a nice early setup. We got some nice stuff. Got some nightshade. Got some Ars Novea stuff. Plus some elderberries. Plus a bunch of other stuff. So we're in good. So let's go ahead and start with all the normal crafting stuff. Okay. And now we light up our home. And this is just the basic light ups. There are some really nice looking modded light ups stuff that we can do. Let's make the front of the home look a little better. Oh, hello. Oh, are we about to get like super lucky? And oh, we do. That goes deeper. Oh, that's gonna be nice. We're gonna be in good shape. Oh my goodness, we are gonna be in such good shape. Okay. Now, honestly, let's go ahead and let's get started in roots with what we can. So, we need a mortar and we need a pestle. Pestles have to be made out of diorite. Now the good thing is we have ways of making diorite if we can't find the diorite. But I also have, other ways of finding it and or making it. So, first things first, let's make a cave. Let's start making a cave down. And I need to seal up stuff. I would like to not potentially get surprised attacked by a creeper. So we need to make some doors at our two entrances. But yeah, diorite is right now the big thing we want to find and or make. And so we gotta figure out which one of those we can do. And hope it works. Hopefully it works. And then I'm curious, and this is going to be something that we can potentially find out if it like breaks the mod pack as well, is because roots, yes, the the bird poop looking rocks, yes. So one thing with roots, this doesn't even look like it has everything in front of us. Because one of the big things with roots is it's supposed to do, you use it to make magic. See, runic tablet. We need to make a runic tablet. Okay. Yeah, a lot of these are definitely... Oh, wow. So, I went with Roots Classics just because it, reminded me of the original Roots. But I'm curious, like, how much similar it is to the original Roots. Because the original Roots required... I shouldn't say required. It had you, like, using the moon.
Honey,
What?
can I have your other headphones that you used for dishes?
They're not fully charged.
How much of a charge do they have?
Well, they were at 40% when I was doing dishes. When I started doing dishes. Okay. I'm just really hoping we actually find some diorite. I will take some coal, though. And fingers crossed. But the original Roots, you would use an old Stonehenge looking thing, would be the best way I could put it, to create plants that then could be turned into spells, and then you can use the spells to do different things. And so, as I said, it's an old one that is only being kept going by its fans. I'm fairly certain that the mod maker themselves are no longer like keeping up with updating the Roots mod themselves, or if they are, I don't know much about it, because they have a life to live, and so they don't have as much time as they did 10 years ago. And so last I checked, they were like, oh yeah, I think we're going to upgrade it to like 1.21. And then they're like, they were going to upgrade it to 1.19. Then they're like, well, no, we're going to upgrade it to 1.21. Or 1.20. And then, 1.21 came out, and they're like, okay, never mind, we're going to go with that one. Yeah, you kind of get the drift. Monster Hunter is a great way to stress relief. I mean, I have no room to speak when it comes to, playing video games to relieve stress, because I do it all the time. And then I turn around and get stressed out by the video games. But, yeah, no, I totally get you. Okay, now I actually want to use cobblestone as my walls. I did not want that there. Okay. I don't have a door yet. I need a door. And then, honestly, I'm just tempted to seal this one. Unless it has anything useful at reaching the top. Not really. Well, I mean, there's another cave, it looks like. And creeper, and... yeah, let's just seal this one. There. Not the prettiest seal, but it will work. Now, do I really want to do a cherry door? Yeah, why not? Alright. Now, put that away. Let's make a bunch of sticks to make a bunch of torches. And now let's, besides getting a mortar and pestle, we also need like the bark knife and other items. The runic tablet also, which means I can cook. I could throw a piece of stone in here and cook it. And I need 3 seeds. And I need to set up a staircase over there too. Okay. We may end up having to get into Ars Novaya, Novea. Noah. Yeah, I'll never say that right. Um, just so that we can get the diorite easier. Okay. Now, yeah, well, at this particular moment in time, I don't have any way else to, keep monsters from coming in and blowing up my entire house. And I particularly like monsters not coming into my house. So, that means at least for now, I will have a door. Eventually, I will probably, make a create door. And make it look really, really cool. And making to where I can harvest things easier will also be nice. Oh, hello. I didn't know there was a problem nearby. Okay. I forgot to run around and break grass. And I didn't want the flower to break. I did not mean to break the flower. Okay. Could have sworn I had other seeds pop out. There. You know what we forgot to do when we were at the village was break grass or gather seeds. We did everything else except gather seeds. So that was smart of me. Alright. So now we have our first old root. Now, I'm not sure if I can grow the old root. But we are going to make our first runic tablet, which will get us started. And here's the things about spell components. And then rituals. And then, of course, nature arts. This simple mixture can grow grass on dirt. Simply right-click to throw the powder at a block within 4 blocks of you. Growing grass in a small area. Okay. Using the power of a nether star, you have created a powder capable of mutating new kinds of flora. This power is only used in very specific circumstances, specifically in the spell component section of the tablet. Okay, and then berries. Occasionally find around berries. There are 5 different kinds of berries, each one with different properties. Some may even be used in spells or rituals later on. But yeah, now we need to make the bark knife. Which I should have enough. Good. So, do that there. That there. With a whole bunch of those there. There we go. Now we can start getting bark. You know what? I wonder if I could, if we did this on a multiplayer server, with Nico and stuff, I wonder if I could get them to, if I say bark enough, that they, bark at me or something. Okay. Let's get that out of my hands so that stops being a problem. you can get lots of bark. And see, that actually works because then I need the stripped logs for create. So that's not a bad little thing. Okay. Now, I'm fairly certain I don't need the mortar and pestle yet, so I can at least start doing some. Let's see here. Imbuing staff, your mortar and pestle yield a fine spell powder. Okay. Created using spell powder on the imbuer. Okay, the imbuer is specifically a chiseled stone block. Okay, so I have to cook some more stones. Yes, I have gotten the beginning of a nice cave going here. Still need more. Okay. Now, there's some more things I need to do. Let's first... You kidding me? Why am I hearing a zombie? Is there, by chance, a, like, cave near my cave? Like, how far away? Okay. So, cave layers, here. Follow. Okay, is he... He's not above me. He could be down there. So, is there a cave above me? Oh, well, no. There's some iron, though. Let's grab that. Okay. Now, hopefully he's far enough away that it's not going to affect me sleeping. Okay. He's far enough away that I can still sleep. So that's good. Okay, now... to make the imbuer... There we go. Okay, and then I put the imbuer down. And... thing. In the world around you, you may find several rare plants and herbs that are crucial for many aspects of natural magic. Found when breaking tall grass. They are needed for a lot of early magic as they are required for spells without modifiers. They can also be eaten. Rigs will drop when harvesting fully grown crops of all kinds. They have innate life force that persists after being harvested, so their uses often relate to bringing life to objects. Netherwort and chorus flowers. Okay, so right now I need to break tall grass, which will be easier if I had more tall grass. Now, it did specifically state tall grass. So, breaking all that small grass is a... Okay, nope, never mind. I just saw some. Oh, I got a couple. Okay. Not bad. I got 3. Main goal, though, is I was trying to also get some wheat seeds so that we can... Because we got iron. We're going to go ahead and make a farm right off the bat. Which means we need some water. I also need another chest. Pretty soon we're gonna need stuff pretty soon. Oh goodness, we're gonna need storage pretty quickly already. Okay. Now there's water down this way. It's one of them. I don't care. I know I could like use him to get some early powerful stuff for Ars Novoea, but we're not doing Ars Novoea today. We are playing with magic. We're playing with roots. Okay. Now, 10 by 10 by 10 is not that big. But it's nice that it works. Right now, I can't even make a storage room yet, so... I'm stuck just waiting for now. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And go ahead and get rid of these. And I'm gonna grow industrial hemp just so that we can use it to get early string. Because early string could be useful. Now, I'm not sure... Okay. Combination of ingredients that make up a spell. Now, while those grow, we can go back to trying to find diorite. And hopefully we can find it. Huh. Hey, look, we found diorite. I got into a yawn. Or as you said, Ant, we found the bird poop rock. Okay. Ooh, we found some granite, too. Granite can be useful for mostly decorative, kind of, but I think it has some uses. At least with roots, it's going to have some uses. Hmm. Oh, you can use granite to make the mortar. So let's go ahead and grab a bunch of the granite to make a granite mortar. Mm, so 10 by 10 is, yeah, 100 blocks. And then you go 10, yeah, I mean, that's 1,000 blocks. But if you think about it, a chunk is only an 8 by 8. Isn't chunk only 8 by 8? I could be wrong there. It's still not the biggest, you know, still not the biggest I've seen. But yeah, I do believe it would be 1,000 blocks. But the thing is you're talking to a person who makes the giant create machines, and those giant create machines, you know, doing a 10 by 10 by 10 cube with those create machines isn't that crazy for me. Oh, chunk is 16 by 16. Where did I get 8 by 8 then? I have no clue. I don't know where I'm getting the 8 by 8 in my head. Alright. But now we can do the mortar and pestle. What?
We're down to 10%. Okay, we're at 40.
Yeah. They don't charge the greatest.
Put them on the charger.
Yeah, if I do that, they keep sitting there going ting, ting, ting. And annoying me. Alright. So now that we have the mortar and the pestle, we need to make... When you hold your new staff in your hand, you'll notice a power awaken within you as well as a conveniently placed bar on your screen. These leads represent a life force deep within you called Terra, and that powers your spells. Okay, so what would be... So to make a staff, create staff by using spell powder on the imbuer. We need spell powder. What is going to be the quickest and easiest and cheapest spell powder we can make right now? Electric spark, shatter. Which shatter does mining. The only thing I don't have is the spruce sapling. That's regeneration. Don't have the feather. White with a birch, a snowball, and a white tulip. This one we could do, and that's blistering cold. I just need to go get the snowball and a white tulip. I have the others. Yeah, there's that. Birch sapling. And that just simply means a shovel over the snow area. And I'm fairly certain a white tulip's outside. So now let's just come over here real quick. There's probably a white tulip in this flower forest. So honestly, the fact that we found a flower forest, besides giving us all of these bees, also gives us the flowers that we're going to need for everything else. Let's see, that's going to be needed for something. That's going to be needed. Oh, there's the flowers. White tulip. And then I see the snow over here. So we're going to go ahead and make our very first spell powder. I don't know what this is going to do. Because, like I said, they've changed things. Alright. Now, let's head back home. And one thing I should probably think about doing, because we have so many bees' nests, I should make a bunch of smoke, a bunch of fireplaces, campsites, campfires, putting it under them so that we can harvest the honey. Because like this one right here is already full. But that's going to require bottles. Which requires sand, and I don't have sand at the moment. Fudge. Oh well. Now then, I got the white tulip and the snowball. And that and that. And now we can hit it. So wait a minute. But a rare material mixing. Okay, so wait a minute. What needs to go in it? Okay. Has the white concurrent, the birch sapling, snowball, and the white. What else needs to go in there? And a bee just came in? Okay, whatever. The mortar. Of course, to mash them, need that. Use the mortar and pestle is quite simple. Detailed in this tablet are many recipes for different spells. Blistering cold. The white tulip contains magical essence of cold and ice. Using the above recipe, you can free this cold power, creating a spell that will both damage and slow hit targets. Okay. So it was the white tulip. I think maybe I have to do them in the order you see. Recipe found but missing a rare material mixing. Maybe old root needs to be in there too. Oh, you had to put the old root in there. Okay. And now, how do we combination ingredients to make up a spell? See the runic tablet. Okay, so now we've made our first spell powder. How do we make our first wand? Okay, these are rituals. Sacrifice, life drain, all control, growth ritual, standing stones. Okay, imbuing staff. Your mortar and pestle yield a fine spell powder for use in spells, but it can't really be used on its own. With this device, you channel the natural energies from that powder into a branch of wood. Simply place a stick. Place in your powder and wait for your staff to pop out. Magic staves are very simple to use, imbued with the power of nature. All you need to do is hold right-click to charge up a spell, and after about a second, release right-click to cast it. Staves have limited uses and will be destroyed completely after their charges are used up. Number of charges can be increased with the use of efficiency modifiers. Okay, so I need a stick. So stick, spell, ooh, and we now have our first staff. Alright. We're a wizard. You know, I honestly wish I caught that because that was almost spot on perfect. And I'm happy to see some sunflowers. Now, okay. Now, it says once the charge is gone, it will break. Is there a way to repair the charges? 13 uses remaining. Okay. Advanced spell can stand for the most powerful magic secret rune table. Okay. So,
You said as one of the villagers in mine said
that's funny. Alright. Mixing some modifiers into your spells can make them much more powerful. Potency modifiers, glowstone, that's will improve the strength. Efficiency, which is redstone, will improve the casting cost. And number of uses a spell has. Size modifier, which is the gunpowder, will improve the area of the spell effects. Certain base ingredients are required. Old roots will allow a spell to be crafted, but permit no modifiers. The Verdant Sprig can support 1 modifier. Infernal Bulbs can support 2, and of course Dragon Eyes support 3. Must be added first before any other modifiers are added to the mortar. Okay. Insanity. Poppies can naturally contain mind-altering components, so it follows that their abilities... Okay. So, we may want to think about getting into doing some rituals just so we can get better stuff. For too long, you've been bound by the limited number of uses of your typical staff. Using rare crystals from deep within the earth, you believe you've created a way to store spells indefinitely. Okay, that's the crystal staff. Not only can this staff keep spells indefinitely, it can also store up to 4 at a time. That's a whole block of diamond. With a stick and blaze powder. So that means at some point going to the nether. Birch and acacia barks. And a block of coal. That's not going to be hard. But it's a ritual. Adding spells to the staff requires a separate ritual. In addition to these rituals displayed components, you may add up to 4 additional spell powders as incense. Each of these will be added to the staff. Overwriting previous spells if necessary. Simply sneak and right click to cycle through the staff spells. Okay. Ritual Crystal Imbue. Okay. This new staff has 1 major limit. It must be used while standing on natural blocks, like dirt, grass, leaves, or log. Otherwise, the staff will tap into the user's own life force to cast spells. Fudge. But I'm interested in the living tools. Are capable of channeling life energy into the previously dead objects. You can grow newer, stronger forms of your wooden tools, adding a little gold for reinforcement, as well as a verdant sprig to grow upon. Will grant you tools with similar strength to iron that repair slowly over time. Okay. And it doesn't look like it needs anything. So that would be not bad. So we probably want to make a casting altar. With your acquisition of materials from deep within the earth, you've created a new structure that allows you to cast more powerful magic. Different rituals may perform at the altar, each one requiring different components and conditions. Most rituals, if not all, require incense. Okay. So, casting altar requires an entire block of gold plus 2 virgin sprigs. Incense blazers are also a lot of iron. Mundane, attuned, vacuum, repulsing, accelerating, standing stone, entangled standing stone, igniting, growing, healing. And then we can get some of the advanced stuff. And then engraved blades. Stores energy for roots, rituals. Okay. Using a magic ritual. Oh, that's for leather. Okay, well, we've created our first spell, so that's a start. It's not a great spell, but it's at least a start. And it's nighttime. Okay. So, one thing I also probably want to add to this mod pack is some way to auto get materials. I don't know what to add for that though yet. I'll figure it out though. Because it would be nice to be able to just grow or, you know, sit there and let things harvest on their own. It sure would definitely make it easier. Okay. There. Just trying to make things a little easier. Making our cave a little homey with stairs. Alright. So far I am liking where we're at to start off. We have our first spell. And we can start working towards other items, either other root spells or other things. Now let's see here. One thing I really want is to go over to that. Because yeah, one thing we're also going to want / need is storage, which is what the this over here is for. Now, oh, they need an iron level pickaxe. I need an iron pickaxe. And there's another, jeez, so many beehives to start with. Makes me wonder what I can do with all these beehives. Oh dear. Let's step away. Where'd you go? Come here. Come here. This works really well. That actually worked pretty decently. I was okay with that. That wasn't bad. Not great, but not bad. Oh, what did I come back here for? Ugh. For a moment there, I actually forgot what I came back here for. Oh, right, I need iron. And I don't have enough iron. I need to go down here. So that's going to be my next target is we need an iron. We need an iron pick. So, now one of the other things, we have create. We could create a, we could do create machines to deal with mining. And resource gathering and whatnot. So, I have ways to gain resources semi-automated ways of making resources. But they're not amazing. And so that's going to be the issue. Because I don't have, like, great ways of automating resources. Okay. But I also have mechanisms which will double and triple my ores. So double, triple, and even like quadruple ores. So I mean, we could use create to like auto mine a bunch of resources. Yeah, I could make a create a minecart contraption to do a bunch of mining. And then, double, triple, quadruple our ores without any difficulties. So it's not like this cheap mod pack isn't completely without capabilities and options. So I really shouldn't downplay the mod pack. But at the same time, okay, I'm gonna wait until I'm gonna go to sleep. So here, I want to get rid of this as well. But yeah, we have more potential than I'm letting on. That's partially because of the fact that I haven't really made this mod pack like overpowered or anything. It's a pretty relaxed mod pack, honestly. But I'm definitely wanting to add some more things in. We need to add... Besides, I am going to add better storage. But I want to add to where, like, we could sort the storage. Ooh, I didn't know I had potatoes. Okay, anything else I didn't know I should be growing right now? I wonder if I could grow nightshade. I don't know if I can grow the nightshade. But we have potatoes. I should be growing those, too. Because that can get us a couple of things, particularly the poison mushrooms, or the poison potatoes that we need for other spells. And let's see, we also have pumpkins. I should probably get some pumpkins growing. Because pumpkins can be quite useful as well. One, two, three. Okay, that works. Not a great setup for that, but it works. Okay. We're getting good. Yeah. Come on, though. I want to go to sleep. Okay, come on. Ugh. I think this is the most annoying part. It's like, it's late enough. The sun has gone down. I'm seeing darkness. Let me make it day. Alright, now let's go get the meteorite. That's right over here. Now, I should watch out because there are probably going to be some meteorites that will have soul sand, and that could be also extremely powerful and helpful early game. So I need to watch out for those. Okay, you know what? Let's be smart about this. There. And actually, let's try and be really smart about this. And just, like, mine the center. Now, one thing, I'm not going to do too much, like, crazy exploring. Because we're going to add more mods to this mod pack. And I don't want to potentially lose... Like, I don't want to restart the world every single time we add, like, some crazy mod that adds in, like, new resources or something. Does it really take this long? Okay. But now I should be good to go start going towards the center. But yeah, also I need help figuring out a name for this mod pack. Because Yeah, I mean, it's my own custom mod pack. I was a little sad. I was hoping Nico would hop on and he could hear about this mod pack. But, oh well. I guess you'll hear about it when if I decide to put it in Discord and say, hey guys, I'm building my own small, my own small mod pack. Especially because it was kind of Nico's fault that I'm doing this. Because he had to inspire me. Okay. Goodness me, how much farther till I get to what I'm looking for? Oh, I don't think I'm actually close to the center. I should have moved way more to the center when I started harvesting this thing. I'm a dummy. I am definitely a dummy. Also, why does it allow it... An iron pickaxe can harvest these things, but it takes so freaking long. I'm thinking about potentially doing that. What I'm thinking I'll probably do is when I get to the ability to have not subscribers, but what would it be called? Pretty much the join when you can like paid subscribers that get the special bonuses. That's probably when I would make a server that my viewers, the paid viewers, could join. Because I've seen what happens if you do the whole, any viewer can join. You start the world and then suddenly you have 45,000 people showing up at your base, and they're doing one of three things. They're either giving you a bunch of stuff, which is nice. They're trying to get to be on your be on an episode. And so they're going to try and, see if they can show up at a time that you're recording so they show up on an episode. Or they're going to show up and try and, destroy your stuff. And so that's why if I did ever make a server for my viewers, it would be something more along the lines of, if, the paid viewer type sponsorship server. And I wouldn't make it really expensive either. I'd be like, pay $5 a month and you get the option to join my private server. And I would probably have the server be more dedicated towards me not really doing much on there, but letting other people do things. And me just hopping on and seeing the work people did. Because sometimes that's what I like to do, is just hop on and look at the work, because some people do amazing work. But yeah, it'd be something I would think of in the future. I mean, Orchid Lily does the same thing. I believe you can. She has a server for her Discord followers, and I believe it's for her paid followers. I believe, if I remember correctly. I don't quite remember all the way. Yeah, and me, I'm the guy who sits there and builds all the, like, weird machines. But yeah, the problem though is every single server I have, every single public server I have been on, where someone on the server happens to be like a YouTuber, one thing I always see is either, everyone flocks over to wherever the YouTuber lives, wherever the YouTuber built their base, and they're either, unloading a bunch of stuff on the YouTuber so that they can, beat the game in 2 days, or they're trying to, like, do something stupid to get in front of the YouTuber and be seen on a YouTube channel video, or they're trying to cause trouble. There was one server I was on once where not everyone on there were content creators, but there was a small number of us that were content creators, and everyone else were just fans or, people who claim to be content creators because they, like, made one video and then never made another video. And I had this one kid join me, and he was a great kid, but he was there supposed to be just kind of building his own base, and we were gonna, like, maybe partner on a handful of projects, but we were a part of the same team, and I went and spent like 4 hours mining out a bunch of rare resources. I had a bunch of diamonds and a bunch of modded resources, getting all set up to do a recording. And I get on like 2 days later so I could do the recording during some free time, and all the materials I harvested were gone. And I went to his base because his base was right next to mine, and I couldn't figure out where he put the stuff. It was just all gone. And I'm like, what the hell? And then, of course, I had a mob farm that I built, and he broke the mob farm on accident. Even though I really have no clue how he broke it on accident, because, like, the mob farm was designed that mobs couldn't get out in any way, shape, or form. He was like, I was trying to, like, I think he was trying to fix a clog. He said that he had a clog and was trying to fix it, and in the process, I found a giant lava lake. Okay. That was unexpected. Okay. I need a bucket of lava, or a bucket of water. Okay. But Yeah, that was a big lake. But yeah, so pretty much though, after I dealt with that one kid, I was at that point. I was like, you know what? I'm not dealing with people, and so it kind of you know made to where I don't like to do the party up with people and work together as a group because like I told the kid ahead of time, hey, this stuff is mine, don't mess with it. You need to mind your own stuff. And he just saw all the shiny stuff that I mined and was like, mine now. And I'm like, hello, excuse me. That wasn't very nice. And so, in the middle of a live stream, actually, I was like, so, all my stuff got stolen. I didn't, like, specifically say he stole it, but I knew he stole it. And I was like, yeah, all my stuff got stolen. So I'm moving my base to over here and moved my base like 1,000 blocks and made to where he couldn't mess with my stuff again. I mean, it's also why, like, in the Necocraft, like Ender, who's great kid, he keeps wanting to team up with me though, and keeps saying, "Hey, I could team up with you. I could team up with you." And I'm like, no, I remember what happened last time I teamed up with someone. And not that he would do that, but at the same time, my brain is just like, no, let's not risk it. Now, that giant lava lake, though, I've noticed a couple of things. Is one, I saw that there's there's that. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that people are going to cause problems with me on any of the servers I've been on lately. But like a part of me still sits there and goes, but what if? Oh. Okay, come on. Okay. Almost got the staircase. It's almost down. Okay, but this gets us a good look of the cave. Okay, I don't mind. This is not a bad, horrible, evil cave. I see some... Oh, fudge. And they're making noise. What's causing them to go off? Like, what's causing those to go off over there? But I'm seeing those going off, but the other things aren't going off. I see some Endermen over there. Okay. Okay. Alright. Yeah, role players aren't bad. The only difficulty I have with role players is the fact that I don't do roleplay very often. I mean, I am sort of getting into doing it with the Netgo craft, but we're not, like, too serious about it yet. But if you find a good group, that is always good. Like, if you can find a good group with the roleplay, then that's good. Eh? Okay. Now, honestly, what I've been doing is this. This is actually a surprisingly good way of stair building. Oh, fudge. Fudge, 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 fudge. I almost died. Good thing this isn't a hardcore survival. Oh, fudge. Honestly, the better way to do this is from the side instead of the front. Who? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, gracious! and I'm still nowhere near the bottom either. Oh fudge! See, and I have to be careful as we're getting closer to the because things could get a little dicey. Okay, though, we're still safe. Let's go ahead and light up the stairs now. Oh my goodness. There must be an ancient village or an ancient city nearby. Because usually an ancient city is nearby this much skulk. This much skulk caves. So yeah, we must be getting near an ancient city. I'm getting closer to the bottom at least. But the moment a warden spawns... Was that? That's a lot of thunder. That was a lot of thunder. Oh yeah, we've gotten lucky. We have found an amazingly large cave. That I am fairly certain is going to be close to a ancient city. And there's a thunderstorm going on. You always wish for a real one. Okay. Yeah, this place is huge. Oh wow. I need more blocks to make this staircase work. And looky what I see. I think that's a abandoned mine shaft over there. Let's go ahead and see if maybe I can, besides getting a bunch of blocks that we could use to keep working our way down, see if we can mine our way this way and potentially hit that giant cave area, the higher level cave area up here. And even better, find some andesite. This is good, this is good. Hey, look! We hit it! I see some iron up here, let's grab that. Oh my goodness, come on. Okay. This is good. This is very good. I am happy with this. I am very happy with this. And even more andesite. In fact, we're about to get into what looks like an andesite cave. Almost. Which is going to be very good. We can use that. We can definitely use all this andesite when we get into create. Now where? Because swore as I was coming up I saw more iron. Yeah, there it is. What? Yep, let me at least get to the safety of my home with my loot. But yeah, we are going to be... Alright, at least the safety of our staircase. But guys, we are going to end there for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit the big thumbs up button and subscribe for more. And I will see you guys on Wednesday for our long live stream, which we'll be doing the hardcore world. We're going to do our hardcore world for that one, the hardcore mod pack. And so I will see you guys later. And yes, I have seen the YouTube channel called Death Battles. I have seen that before. But anyways, later everybody. Hour and 41